So early this morning, I stumbled across this video, which is a fan film featuring Darth Malgus. So I figured since we kinda specialize in ancient Sith, especially Darth Malgus, we would do a reaction video and a bit of a breakdown or analysis, if you will. Before we begin, let me give you a little bit of context around this video and why the creator made it. So the video comes from this YouTube channel here, The Grey, and in the description, the creator says that he's an editor by trade, and that he normally doesn't do CGI and that kind of thing, so this is his first time doing something on this scale. I can hugely respect that because I've kind of dabbled into this kind of thing before, but I've never truly committed, so I'm really eager to see what can happen when someone does commit to a huge project like this. But yeah, with that in mind, the creator basically says, you know, to go easy on them because this is the first time making something like this. And let me just tell you, I'm not going to be judging this too harshly at all. I'm a huge fan of most fan creations on YouTube, and I doubt that I'm going to feel any different about this one. So more interestingly, in the description, there is a bit of a summary on the story that the person is going for here. So I'm just going to read that out for you, and then we're going to jump into the video. Set thousands of years before the events of Skywalker, during the Great Galactic War of the Old Republic, The Grey is a galaxy-sprawling space epic that deals with psychological ramifications of manipulation, loss, and conflict within one's mind. Apprentice to the Sith Lord, Darth Malgus, Molar is a hardened Imperial general with a strong connection to the Force. Years prior, a young and eager Darth Malgus abducts the newborn Molar from his parents the very night he emerged into the galaxy, the bloodthirsty tyrant laying waste to Molar's young family. Malgus raising the child in his own image imprinted his ruthlessness, tenacity, and combat prowess onto the young boy. However, the task proved challenging as the boy's natural essence repeatedly rejected the Sith ways. After 30 years, Malgus succeeded in transforming Molar into the hardened warrior who stands by his side. Head of the Sith Lord's army, however, conflict still clouds Molar's mind, the powerful dark side user still at odds with his true self. Okay, so this summary actually really makes me excited to watch this now. So it seems like they've definitely gone for a quite extensive fan fiction here, so it's going to be very separate from what's happened in the games and things like that, I imagine. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into this. Looks epic already.
The Jedi, like I, sensed this power.
Ooh, that is a good voice. That is a very good voice. I don't know if any of you remember what Malgus sounded like before he wore the respirator. But this is pretty good. This is very good. Also, I did notice at the beginning there was a date. 3719 BBY, the Old Republic. I would just point out that this is 19 years before Darth Malgus was actually born. So I'm going to assume that this is meant to be 3619 BBY, which would make a lot more sense. But if it was 3619 BBY, then Malgus would be much older than he is presented here. He'd be like mid-70s. Not that any of that is a big deal, but as a kind of lore analysis thing, I'm just gonna point that out. But let's continue with this because so far it looks awesome.
The Jedi, like I, sensed this power. To say that they do not seek it is a lie.
All is not as it seems. I sense a great conflict within you.
Wow, that looked awesome. Let me see that again.
I sense a great
Wow. They say this is their first time creating something. That is incredible. I really just need to take a moment to admire that. That is a really nice looking shot. Really nice looking shot. Let me just tell you from experience that trying to sculpt characters, whether you've even got some kind of default template or not, is really, really hard. Really hard. But this this character looks truly epic, not gonna lie. This fits in really nicely. A great work on that. Great work.
I sense a great conflict within you. There's a reason the Force brought us together. I do not believe it meant for us to be enemies.
I think that might be Molar.
The Empire has grown weak. We fight an endless war for...
Wow. Did I just see what I think I just saw? Was that a group of Eradicators just like walking in formation?
The Empire has grown weak.
It actually is. It's a unit of Eradicator Sith. That is epic. Epic. Wow. I love this. I love this so much. You went for the modern lights in the corridors. I don't mind that at all. But that's awesome. That's awesome. That is truly awesome. This is wallpaper worthy. We need a wallpaper of this, like immediately.
Empire has grown weak. We fight an endless war for scraps of this so-called Galactic Republic. Oh.
Hell yes. Seeing Eradicators actually with Malgus. Let me just go back to that here. Look at this. I would assume that this is maybe Lord Address. Maybe. Could be. I mean, that's Malgus' rival. They were kind of friends for a little time, I think. Is that right? That might not be right. That might be somebody else. Anyways, it would be cool if that was Lord Address under the mask there. Yeah, this is awesome. This is awesome. I would love to see more of this. Like an entire movie of this would be incredible. 3 minutes, 39 seconds. Man, I'm going to cherish every second of this. Every second. Okay, let's let us continue.
Galactic Republic. Only I can bring us back to our ancestors' glory.
He's taken everything from me. My mind is a web of fear and anger. What am I besides a weapon forged in the flames of the Empire?
Excellent. Defender class Corellia starship. Love to see it. Love to see it. We did also just see, which we cannot dismiss here. Happening here in the background right now that we've paused on it, I assume is like him burning his family and stuff and taking him, which is really cool. I like this kind of what if scenario. Malgus having this this Padawan that he kind of reshapes into his own image. That's actually really cool because Malgus never really had a successor in that way. He had his apprentice Darth Carrot, who became the captain, you know, the person who owns the Ascendant Spear. Huge super weapon in space. Incredible. Part of the Ferron Shan novel, Annihilation. Really good read. But yeah, it's really cool to see. Really cool to see. Because he never had it before. But, yeah, Sith Pureblood. Right here. Excellent. Excellent. Love to see it. Love to see it. Like, again, we don't see this kind of stuff in anything. Like, normally in fan movies, we get the Sith Pureblood makeup, like live action, right? Which I'm not dissing anyone, but usually it's really hard to capture that. But here in CGI, it's perfect. It's brilliant. Love to see it.
What am I besides a weapon forged in the flames of the Empire?
Destiny always has a way of finding you.
Yes. HK. You know you had to put HK in. Love it. HK. Where are you? Come back.
Destiny.
Yeah, check it out.
What remains is if you have the courage to meet it face to face when it does. We will lay waste to all that stand in our way.
Ooh, Why did he kill the Eradicators? Was that some kind of training session, maybe? Because he's using a blade, which I found immediately quite interesting. Maybe some people are going to think that's the Darksaber, but there's no sound effects for it. It's not the Darksaber, people. That's definitely a kind of like vibroblade, which is awesome to see in live action. I've never seen Malgus with a vibroblade before, but now that I have, I love it. Epic. I do wonder why he killed them though. Like, did they fail him? What happened there? I wonder.
All that stand in our way.
So that was Shea Vizsla. Yes, that was incredible. But before we get back to Shea Vizsla, I just want to quickly look at these ships again. I'm not sure I recognize these ships. Yep, right there, Shea Vizsla. Awesome, love to see that. Fury class interceptor.
I gain power. Through power, I gain victory.
Hell yes. Just when you think something can't get even any more awesome, it just blows you away even more. I might have to just rewatch like the past 30 seconds because that was just freaking incredible.
Through strength, I gain power.
Did you see that there? When he was deconstructing his lightsaber there and he pulled out the crystal? It looked like he was purifying it. Look at that. Pulls the crystal out, it's already red, and then it starts changing color. Let me just move back a little bit here. Yeah, he definitely purified that. So it seems like Malgus's would-be apprentice has kind of betrayed him, gone to these Jedi that he's met, obviously this new crew, he's got his HK droid with him. That's really cool. Like, in less than 3 minutes, you've already told me, like, a huge story. And I'm loving it. I'm here for it. And this bit here, with the fire, wow. Awesome. It was epic when we saw Palpatine manipulate fire in any kind of way. Same with, what's his face? Kanan Jarrus. So seeing it in CGI here is just as awesome, let me tell you. If not more awesome. And again, you've done an amazing job here. Like, let me just tell you that. Like, you literally need to pause the video to see the imperfections. And even if you did that on, like, a AAA game or high-budget movie, you would see the same imperfections. So what you've done here is, like, no different than a professional. And you should probably be really proud of yourself. I'm a huge fan for this. Huge fan for this. This is amazing so far. So did you see the different color crystal there? He absolutely did purify it. From red to yellow. Love it. And the color suits him as well. It suits this entire theme. Love it. Love to see it.
The Force shall set me free.
Malgus!
For there is always light, if only we're brave enough to see it. If only we're brave enough to be it.
Not affiliated with Lucasfilm or Disney. That's how you know something's going to be good. Usually. Anyways. Okay, that was absolutely immaculate. I would love to see more of this. Episodical, a movie trilogy, written format, audiobook, anything. This is truly fantastic. I have somebody in my Discord server who does a kind of similar thing, writes alternate storylines, but actually tries to fit them in with the game lore. And what you've done here is really creative. You've gone for your own thing, but using the character, of course, and you actually made it interesting and cool, exciting to watch. And by the time I'm done watching it, I want to see more of it, and that's how you know you did amazing. I am really glad that I stumbled across this. In fact, the only reason I stumbled across it was because Boomy Nation, a good friend of mine, actually uploaded a reaction himself, and I was like, wow, I never knew this fan movie existed. I need to go watch this myself immediately, and maybe do a little bit of a breakdown. Although, to be fair, I don't think a breakdown is totally necessary, because it's kind of that what-if scenario. So just analyzing it instead, I think is just enough. But seriously, this was really cool. You told a whole story in just a couple of minutes. You said this was your first time doing visual effects. And honestly, if this is your first time actually doing CGI movie stuff like this, then you should maybe consider a career change. And I mean that in a good way. Like, maybe you should actually look into doing this. Star Wars the Great, I want to thank you so much for creating this masterpiece. And everybody watching, please go ahead and go to the original video, drop the like on that video. And do let me know what you think of this too. Would you like to see more of it? What did you think of the storyline? But anyways, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.